Alright guys, I just wanted to make this video for like fellow amateur players to show that you don't need a really nice fancy build that can become sometimes hard to follow on YouTube. And I'm not bad mouthing those videos, they're great, but I know that there's probably a lot of players like me who just can't create that way or have a harder time following that type of thing. When I came to this village, I knew that immediately I wanted to dig a hole, 2 deep or 3 deep actually, and put my villagers in there, all of them. And then I put slabs down to bring them up a little bit, but also so that my golems will not spawn down. Okay. Then you go about making your platform above it, which my platform is, I believe, 8 wide. I went extra long because I was having issues I wasn't sure about, so you don't really need the extra length. You just need it to be another 8 to your hoppers, because that's where the water will stop flowing. And of course you build the walls so that the golem can't hop out. You put slabs on top so he can't spawn. And then the rest of the area, you know, you use a shovel to flatten out because nothing will spawn on the pathways, right? So you do that as big as you want, just as long as you do it big enough to where the golem won't spawn out. And then I made myself a little AFK platform. And as you can see, there's already another one right there. But yeah, there's really nothing to it. You just build it how you want. The idea is to only go like as you can see here, like 2 above the villager's head. Maybe even 1 would probably work even better. And then the only other thing that can be difficult is I had this area blocked off, and this one too, and the zombies all came from this direction because they can't come this side. We got it double high. And I had this middle open with that trap door open, right? Entities in the game don't realize that if a trap door is open, that means they can't walk on it. So they do, and they fall into the hole. And the hardest part of all is to get one of those zombies to pick up an item. I was always throwing down my wooden sword. It took me 5 in-game nights and probably 30 zombies to finally get one to pick up the sword. And that's now the only zombie left, because they despawn about every day. So you can use regular zombies, but they despawn on you, so it doesn't work during the daytime very well, or at all. Until you get that one that picks up the item. As you can see, he's got the wooden sword. But then I also later on named him. You can also name them, but of course you need a lot of iron for a anvil in order to make a name. So either way, it's probably just best to get him to pick up an item, unless you got lucky and you have enough iron to make yourself an anvil. But you also have to have enough to make a few hoppers. I started out with, I think, 3 or 4 hoppers, and as the golems kept spawning and dying, I was just picking up what was going into the chest, and I finally got the rest of my hoppers on. So again, there's another one. So it works very often. You get lots and lots of iron. I just spread it out so the flowers would stop spawning way up in here. So yeah, and then at my base I have tons of iron in there. I think I have 2 full stacks, maybe. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, 2 full ones and like a 3/4 one with lots more iron to go. So yeah, you get tons of iron that way. Eventually you get more than you'll probably ever need, depending on how you play or what you're using them for. And on my next video, I'm probably going to show how to get from one village to the other using the nether. I, unfortunately, spawn in the basalt biome, which is a pain in the butt. And just to give you an idea, in the basalt biomes, you get a lot of magma blocks spawning, and I mean, I get a lot. So I had to look up a video on how to stop that, and you can use buttons or you can use trapdoors. Something about that helps not allow the magma blocks to spawn. And so yeah, I was able to do that finally, so I'll be able to make my next video without too many issues. Thanks for watching.